Hey guys, told you I was going to make another video, so this is it. Like I said, my stomach's been really upset, and with a lot of the premonitions that I've been having, this is telling me that something is getting ready to happen. So let's kind of go over a few things. Like with the premonition I had, it was someone taking me to the woods. I wasn't in fear or anything like that. uh, there were paths. And I like, when I go in the woods, I like to walk around in the woods and stuff like that. So it was natural for me in this dream that I wanted to go down these little paths and stuff and go look at everything. And the person told me no, I couldn't do it. I had to go this way. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went down it, didn't want to, but I went down it. And then it was an open clearing. And there was an L-shaped table. And it was like this and then like that. And it had stacks of king cakes on it. And they were big, puffy king cakes. Now, granted, I know Easter's over. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what's up with king cakes? Why is there king cakes out here in the middle of in the woods in an open field? So, of course I'm going to peel back the plastic. And I'm like, and I broke off a piece. And I ate it, and it was very moist. And king cake's not a really moist kind of soft cake like. It's a different texture if you've never had king cake. But it was really soft and moist. And I thought, wow, this is great king cake. This is really soft and moist. And he says I could have all I want. I could have all the sweets I want. But first, he had to prick me. And then he shot me in the arm with a needle. I woke up. So what I take from this premonition is that in life you're going to have different paths. But you need to stay on the path that you want to be on. Oops. Cats are always got to knock over stuff. I've got sage burning everywhere so I won't choke. And of course, cat's got to get up here and knock some of it off. So you have to stay on your path. Don't let people bring you down another path. And if you get tempted, not to go into temptation. And that's what the king cake was. It was the tempting of trying it just to find out. And with doing that, I got sidetracked and I ended up getting a shot. Now, the shot was most probably the vaccine, I'm sure. But no, I'm not getting the vaccine. And no, I haven't been vaccinated. And I don't plan on it. You shouldn't either. So that was telling me that I need to stay on the right path. I don't need to veer off. So I know that something is getting ready to happen, and it's going to be major. A lot of people have been going back over with the human trafficking stuff, and I have too. I've been reposting things to remind people exactly what this is about. It's not about, oh, that drives me crazy. She's got a bobo on her eye. Anyways, it's not about, how rich you're going to get, what you're going to get for free. It's about the children. It's about saving lives. We've already lived our lives, more or less. This is about these innocent little precious children, their lives. Their lives mean something. I've showed videos of military with the tunnels. I've showed them in the past. I've even showed a video where the kids were coming out of a cupboard in a building. They were coming up out the ground, and people were like freaking out and grabbing all these kids. These kids are underground, and whether or not you want to believe it, that's up to you. But the videos are there. Yes, YouTube pulls them down. That's why when I post stuff, I say, look at my videos quick. Because the more you know and the more you understand, the easier it's going to be for you to help others. Because the ones of us that are already awake, our job is going to move to not just waking people up and showing them this stuff. It's to explain, to educate, and comfort them into moving into the awakening. It's not just about showing people what's going on and then that's it. Oh, that's ever. That was my job. Whatever. That's not what your job is, all right? Your job continues. So you have to learn as much as you can because you're going on to the next one. Now, some of you might, that's enough for me. I've had enough. And that's fine. But it's more than just waking people up and going through and reposting things that other people do research for, which is great. I'm glad y'all do that. That's wonderful. But do know there's a bigger purpose to this, because a lot of these people are so brainwashed, so confused, that when they wake up, it's going to scare them. Now, a lot of us, we were shocked. Some of us weren't too shocked. Some of us are, oh, golly, I never would have thought that. But it's going to keep going. The more and more things we're going to learn. So we have to, as a group, stay together, stay focused, vibrate high. We've talked about vibrations. If you need me to go back over vibrations, I'll be glad to do it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one talking about vibrations, but we need to vibrate high. We need to be way up here, because the darkness is down here. They're not up here with us. And when we're up here, we're in a different, I don't want to say a different reality, but dimension. And once you're up there, you see things differently. Things don't bother you. You're closer to the energy source, to the light, to God. And this is where we're supposed to be. We're not supposed to be in these low frequencies. And that's what we've got to get out of. Now, I've been posting a lot of stuff showing that my slipper fell off my foot. So sorry, I can't get straight. Sometimes I'm impatient. I can't sit still, so I'm constantly moving around, so I apologize. So I've been showing a lot of videos on them passing all this transgender stuff, equal rights for them, and Mr. Potato Head can't be Mr. Potato anymore. He has to be neutral. Let's just talk logically. If this was a normal thing, that we were born neutral, we had no organs, no sex organs, would not we come out that way? But yet, we have two sexes. We have male and female. We don't have neutral. Oh, kids can play with any toy they want to. But to pass a law saying that if you are a toy store and you put boy toys away from girl toys or whatever, or I'm sure here eventually you won't even have any girl toys or boy toys, everything be transgender transgender toys. It'll probably just be neutral. Is ridiculous. Passing laws that children that are 3 years old can get a sex change without their parents' permission. What? Are you not paying attention? Are you not getting it? These are important things to be watching, because even if you're a liberal and even if you're standing with Biden, you're like, you know what, I'm going to ignore everything you're saying because blah, 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 whatever you want to do. That doesn't bother you. That doesn't bother you that someone could go in your home and take your child because your child told the teacher that, I think I'm a girl or I think I'm a boy, and they come in and they take your child and they give your child who's 3 or 4 years old a sex change before their body's even developed, before their minds have even grown up and developed. I will tell you this, having a little boy, they love their mommies. They'll put on their mommy's high heel shoes. They'll put on lipstick. They put on the mascara. Brett would have mascara smeared all over his face. He wanted to be just like me. He carried a purse. And not once did I think that my child needed to have a sex change. I thought, what is going on here? But then I realized how much he loved me. He loved me so much that he wanted to be like me. But he didn't see me as a female. He saw me as mommy. And he wanted to be closer to me. So he wanted to like things I liked. And he got older and he grew out of it. And that's what kids do. So it's not fair to take a child at a young age and say, oh, he's acting like a little girl. Let me go get a sex change real quick. Because their bodies haven't grown yet. Do you know boys still are growing, I want to say, till they're, 19 or 20? I may be off, but I know it's longer than girls, because girls start developing at a younger age, and then we stop developing. But boys start slower, and then they grow as they're older. This is why you'll notice as your boy gets older, his voice changes. You know, to take a child that's 3, 4, 5 years old, even 6 years old, and force them into a sex change before their body's developed, before all their little muscles and their bones have gotten to where they're supposed to be, and their levels and their hormones and stuff like that are all where they're supposed to be. That's child abuse. That's child abuse. Because we all know that as we went through stages in our childhood, we changed. Things you liked then, things you wanted to do, you've changed. I know most of my friends that were females would always say, oh, I'm never going to have children. You know, I'm going to play sports for the rest of my life. And then all of a sudden now you see them in high heels and dresses and going to, school PTA meetings and stuff like that, being all, and I'm thinking, wow, boy, did you change? Yes, you changed. We all do that. We do that. So stop it. Just stop it. I read another article that was talking about more of the younger generation consider themselves LBGQT, whatever the hell. I can't even say it. And I'm like, yeah, because it's being forced on them. They think that that's what they're supposed to be because you've got these teachers constantly telling these kids that that's what they're supposed to be. So when they're around that stuff, it's on TV. They're putting it on the Disney Channel, whether you like it or not. I've been telling people nicely that there's something not right with Disney. Disney's not what you think it is. And these people just, go to Disney World, giving their money to them when they don't even know what's going on. Oh my gosh, my poor friends that worship Disney. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for you, but I'm here for you. I'm here for you when it comes out. They're putting this stuff in there slowly. Have you seen the cartoon about the boy who has a very enormous private part that's extremely long, like 20 feet long or something? Who makes a child cartoon with something like that? Who? Why do you need a cartoon with a boy with enormous thingy? You don't. There's nothing there that needs to teach children. That's just putting the focus on a body part. That's all that's doing, and it's disgusting. So, when I'm putting videos up there and I'm saying, you got to look at these videos quick. Look at these videos, because I'm not joking. You need to look at this stuff. Because if you don't look at it and they pull it down and you don't see it, you don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what's really going on. And how can you help someone if you don't really know what's going on? Just because you repost things, just because you glance at things does not mean that you know what's going on. I don't know everything that's going on, but I'm trying to because I want to help people understand. So I dig deeper and deeper. Now, I did find a couple of videos that I want to post that are not political. They just deal with some very evil stuff. I started listening to this guy who is a former Navy SEAL who likes to tell spooky stories. And so I put my little earpieces in and I walk around doing my work and I'm listening to the stories. And I came across one that was about some military in Afghanistan, and I posted that one. And then I found another one that talked about the demon house. Now I don't know if you've heard of this one, and I'm going to post his story first where he talks about it. Then I'm going to post the documentary. Now you're saying, why are you going to post about the demon house, Jackie? Because I want you to understand that there is evil and that there are people that worship this evil. And it's not a joke. It's not funny. It's real. Now, I have told you before about people being possessed and not realizing they're possessed. Well, guess what happens in this documentary? There are people that are possessed and they don't know it. And they're walking around doing their thing and not realizing that they've got an evil spirit in them. So this video backs up what I keep trying to tell you, that there are people that are possessed and they don't know it. And when the time comes, it's like it clicks and they start growling, they start scratching, they're mean, they're violent, they make noises that people shouldn't make. So this video is going to show you that. And that's why I found it. I keep telling you, God leads me to things that I need to see. I watch them and then I go, oh, that goes with what I was talking about before. So I'm going to post these two videos. And yes, they're scary because it's real. And the guy that bought the demon house, do know that he regretted what he did, and he just tore that building down. It's gone. It does not exist anymore. It was real. It happened, and it's scary. And I want you to know it. I want you to watch it. I want you to understand what I'm talking about when I tell you there are demons and there are people that are possessed. There are people that call these things and they worship them and they sacrifice children to them and they do things for these demons. So you're gonna watch this stuff because you're gonna want to know. I'm gonna make it so interesting that you're gonna want to know this stuff. In the house, it shows that someone was burying stuff. Now, we don't know if the demons were going in there getting them or someone was sacrificing, putting things in there. The mother, who didn't realize, had an exorcism, and she was possessed. She didn't know it. Demons latch on to you. There were people that just walked in the house, and it latched on to them. People died. People got sick. This is real stuff. This happens. This is real. This is not fake. When I tell you that this is not a political battle that we're in, it's not Democrat versus Republican. This is God versus Satan. This is light versus dark. This is good versus evil. And I'm tired of people saying, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist. I am not. I am been telling you since day one what this is. And some of you've listened and some of you just don't get it. Yes, there's a lot of bad political stuff going, but that's just one layer of what is actually going on. When you peel that back, you start to actually see what's in there. And you're not going to like it, people. You're not going to like what these people have either participated in or allowed to happen. And that's what this is about. It's not just about getting the Democrats out of office so the Republicans can get in there. It's not just about that. It is about getting the evil off this planet and putting God back in. Because if you keep listening, who was it? Was it Nader said that God had nothing to do with Congress? You didn't need to talk about him. It's because the man is evil. Demons don't like light. They don't want you to see them because they stay in the dark. They don't like the light. They don't like the light from your light switch, and they don't like the light from God. And they don't like when you vibrate high because you radiate light. Do you understand that? Do you get this now? Because this is important. You've got to know this. Once you understand this, all of these posts that you're posting, there's deeper meaning to it. And if you're not going in there to see what's underneath this layer of political stuff, you don't get what's really going on. You can say, oh, they're trafficking children. But do you really understand what this trafficking children is about? Yes, it's about money. But go deeper. Go beneath what the money. Peel off that layer. Go in there. Do you understand it? Because if you don't get this, you're not helping anybody and you can't help somebody. You've got to go deeper. Peel that layer off. Go deeper, because I'm telling you, what is really going on is going to literally scare the hell out of you. Even ones that think you're awake. Oh, well, we know about the trafficking children. I'm awake. I see it. Are you really awake? Are you really awake? Do you really know what's going on? Because I doubt you do. Trust me when I tell you, I saw that dang demon over there in my doorway looking at me. He's like, I see you. I'm not talking, I mean just looking at me. And I'm sitting on my couch going, what the shit? I'm like, okay, he knows. He knows that I know I can see him. He knows that I'm dangerous because I'm exposing him. I'm bringing the light in. And they followed me. I had several psychic attacks. They follow you. They make your life a hell. All right? They do. Finally, my friend told me no one's following me anymore. And I'm not talking about a real person. I'm talking about a spiritual, dark spirit not following me anymore. This shit is real, people. And you got to understand exactly what is going on. Now, yes, we can go in and we can talk about Trump. We do know that Gassara is happening. Now, he may call it something else. We do know it's happening. All right? Everything that needs to be done has already been done. We're watching a movie that's slowly playing out. This is why you have to be patient. This is why you have to keep hope up. Don't get upset. But what I need you guys to understand is what is actually going on, what we're fighting for. Yes, we're fighting for the children to save them. But why are these people doing this to the children? And in order to understand that, you've got to understand the darkness. You've got to understand what they were doing. These people sacrifice children because they think it brings them power and longevity and every of their wishes. This is not just your politicians. And I've told you this before, and I am going to say it again. It is not just politicians. It's your singers. It's your actors. It's your sports figures. It's your clergy. It's the guy down the street. It's some of your police officers. It's your school teachers. They are everywhere. Everywhere. And they've been showing you, but you didn't see it. So as soon as you go in here, start peeling back these layers and looking at it and saying, holy shit, then everything else makes sense. But you got to understand what is actually going on. These people worship these evil spirits. They bring them in their homes. They take them to work. They wear amulets. They put tattoos of these symbols on them. It's not just having sex with children because they think it's wonderful, they think it's great. There's a deeper meaning to all of this. And if you don't understand it, you're not being able to help anyone because you have to understand it first. I hate talking about this stuff. I do. I really do. I don't think some of you understand exactly what I'm talking about when I said I saw the demon looking at me. It had red, beady eyes, and it was grotesque, like a greenish black, wrinkly kind of lizard looking thing. I mean, it had like little things all over it. It was disgusting. Staring at me. Staring at me. I don't know how else to tell you. All right? I don't know how else to tell you. So, I'm going to post these 2 videos. You're going to watch them. Because then you're going to understand when I say there's people walking around that are possessed. You won't laugh at me. You won't say, well, that's not true, because you would know if you're possessed. I would know if someone's possessed. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Not till they made animal-like noises that there's no way humanly possible could come out of their mouth. Till their eyes start rolling in the back of their head, and they're scratching at you and clawing you and doing crazy stuff, trying to kill you in your sleep. And you're thinking, what the heck's wrong with you? What did you smoke? I want you to get it. I want you to understand this, because these people need to be exercised. This stuff needs to get out. And it's not just in just people. It's in homes. It's in buildings. It's on the land. This stuff needs to just be cleansed. You don't understand how deep and disgusting this stuff actually is. But once you get that, you understand that, you watch these videos, then you're like, okay, I think I understand what's going on now. Then you can understand why Trump was chosen, why he's doing what he's doing, and why he is the right man for the job. You think you know, but you don't. And I need more people to actually wake up and see it like I see it, through my eyes. A lot of people that are psychic can see this stuff. We sense it, we feel it, we taste it. It's disgusting, all right? You need to see it differently. You need to really open your eyes. Okay, just knowing about these children being hurt, just knowing about these politicians funneling money. Like, who was it? Was listening to somebody today, and they were talking about a charity. It was Bill Gates. And he would take the money, and it would start off here. He would donate to this charity. Then this charity would give some money to this charity, who would give money to this charity. And then it would go back to Bill Gates. So it made it look like he was this great guy that was putting all this money into charities, but when actually it was just doing a big circle and it came back to Bill Gates. You think Bill Gates is a great guy? I think he's wonderful. Do you realize that when the computers came out, he made a virus, so you would buy an antivirus? So not only were you buying the computers and the software, now he made a virus to make your computer sick, so either you'd have to buy the antivirus or you buy a new computer. So now people buy antivirus. Made him more money, right? Now he's talking about, which we already know as a child, this was put in his head as a child, that he wants to get rid of half the population because we're eating their food. We're breathing their air. We're disgusting to them because we don't worship the same dark forces they do. And they're getting this shit from the dark forces. They think they're better than us. They hate you. You think Bill Gates would want to help? You think you walked up to him and just gave him a hug and said, man, I love everything you do. You think he would actually be compassionate to you? No, he's not. And that's not even the real Bill Gates. Anyway, have you ever looked at the pictures? That's not the real one anyway. He's already dead. He mutilated those children with his vaccinations in that other country, and they went after him. They got him and his wife. And that woman that's playing his wife, it's not even a real woman. It's a man. Wake up, people. All of that has to do with Satan. Have you looked at the picture of him sitting there on that chair, on that throne? That is a half man, half woman, half beast thing. All right? That's not a pretty thing. So when you dress yourself up as the opposite sex, you are worshiping that thing. So all these kids that are transgender thinking, oh, this is cool, they're actually doing things for Satan. They're stepping away from God because that's not what God intended. That's why you've got to understand what this evil is, so you can understand what this other stuff is. Because I told you, in the pyramid, you've got all these things, but when you get to the top, it's the devil, it's Satan, it's pure evil. That's what's at the very top. That's what I'm saying. Pull these layers, keep going, keep going, keep going, because you've got to actually understand what's really going on, so the whole picture makes sense to you. You think you know, but you don't know. Because I can guarantee you, you haven't gone down that deep. You haven't peeled off those layers yet. You don't want to see. So you've only copied what other people said and tell yourself that you're awake, but you're not fully awake yet. There's a lot of you that are not fully awake. You think you are. And I need you to wake fully up. Because this battle between God and Satan is going to be bad. These people are going to kill themselves. These people that worship, because they're not going to be able to handle being locked up because they think they're better than anyone else. They're going to commit suicide. They're going to probably go on a murdering spree. Remember I talked about the old lady that was going to freak out and be throwing dog poop over the fence in your yard? All right, they're going to freak out. They're going to do some really crazy stuff. That demon's going to come out of them, and they're going to flip out. And they're going to be dangerous. No, you're thinking, oh, I don't think so. Watch this video I'm going to post and tell me. The kid walked up a wall, okay? Tried to kill each other, him and his sibling, all right? It's not fake. It's not funny. It's real crap. It's real. And once you understand it, then everything I'm telling you about these people flipping out makes more sense. When you're brainwashed, you're more accessible to the darkness coming in you. Why do you think they're trying to brainwash us? Why do you think they're constantly telling you God doesn't exist? When you die, nothing happens. You just rot. It's in movies. They put it in movies. They put it in cartoons. They don't want you to think there's anything more beautiful. They want you to think this is it. And you should be here forever. But not you. Only them. You don't matter. You don't matter. You go to work. You pay your taxes so I can buy more stuff, because that's all you are. You're a slave. And once you realize that, which I keep telling you, that we are all in this same boat. It doesn't matter this. This is just the shell. This is just a shell. It matters what's in here, people. In here. That's where it matters. And once you start seeing your neighbors as your brothers and your sisters, and you understand the deeper meaning of what I'm talking about, it makes sense. And I'm trying to get you to understand. I'm trying. And I hope to God a lot of people look at this video and understand how I'm trying to do this. All right? No, I don't have anybody from QAnon contacting me. I do not. All right? The only thing that contacts me is the Spirit. That's who talks to me. That's who tells me. All right? As far as this political stuff, I can post stuff all the time because I want you to know what's going on. But you need to get to the deeper meaning of what is going on. And that's what we're focusing on today. And once you understand that, then I can explain to you what the good guys are doing and why it's important. But this is our challenge tonight. You're going to watch these things. It's Friday night. Go get you some popcorn. Get you a crucifix. Get you some Kleenex. Whatever you got to do. Say your Our Father, say your Hail Mary, or whatever you got to do, but you're going to watch this stuff because I need you to watch it. I need you to understand what I'm talking about. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I need you to see pure evil. I need you to see what pure evil does so you can understand what I'm talking about. I am not going to be a holy roller and come up here and preach the Bible to you, because everyone should have a Bible in their home. You are an adult. You sit down. You read your Bible. I'm not going to read it for you. You read your Bible. When you see what is out there, what is actually there, and what these people worship, and what they want in their lives, and what is in their bodies, in their souls, you will pick up that Bible and you'll find Jesus, because you're not going to want that in you. You may even ask yourself, do I have that in me now? And you might be going to find yourself a priest and say, hey, dude, I'm scared. You should be. You should be very scared. Because there's a possibility that it might be in you and you didn't know it. You have to look at things that you've done in the past. Drugs that you've done. Terrible things you've done to people. What kind of stuff have you done in your past? You don't have to tell me because I don't want to know. But you need to think about it. And if you've done something where you think some of this stuff might be around you, then you better pray. You better ask Jesus to take your hand and help you. And I'm not joking. People, I'm not joking. When he told me last night that Armageddon is not about us, the end of us. It's the end of them. I believe it. That's what that is. The cleansing, it's the cleansing of the evil. It's not the cleansing of Jesus, people. No, it's the cleansing of the evil. It's about getting rid of that and us moving into the light, moving into God. Because once all that is said and done, and what's that behind me? Oh, that's a cat. What is that behind me? Move. Oh my gosh, so sorry. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's something behind me, but it's a cat. You see it right there over my shoulder? That's a cat. Once you understand that, and then you're fully cleansed, I mean, there's this one lady who gets on there. I'm not going to say her thing because I don't want to be connected to it, and just be just because so many people get tagged on here. But I do post some of her stuff, and she gets on here and she tells you need to find Jesus. She's not joking. You need to find Jesus, and if you think you found Jesus, then you better have a long conversation with them. Like I said, I'm not going to get on here and I'm not going to be a holy roly person. I'm not. I know in my heart, because I have seen things, miracles that have happened. I have asked for things and I have received them because I believe in God Almighty. And I have conversations and He leads me down the right path, and He has always taken care of me. Always. Always. And I've been called names my whole life. I mean, I can remember being called a witch. I don't care what you call me. Call me whatever you want to call me. But my Lord and Savior is the only person that matters to me. Is the only one. The only one. And I know I'm not a perfect person. But damn it, I'm trying to be better. I am, and you should strive to be better yourself. That's why I keep telling you, we're not going to make fun of anyone. All right, there's a lot of funny things that we laugh at. But when they have all this exposed and they come to you, you're not going to say, I told you so. You didn't listen to me. You're not going to do that because Jesus did not do that to people. When He died on the cross, did He come back and say, I told you so? He didn't. He died on the cross for everyone. He didn't die for these people over here and the people over there. He died for everyone. Do you get it? You have to understand that. I don't care what color your skin is. He died for you. I don't care what sex you claim to be. He died for you. Now, whether or not you want to accept Him is up to you. I can't make you. I can tell you, you don't want the other. You don't want that. If you think you want that, and you go for it. You go for it. I don't want it. I only need to live within my means. I don't need to be rich. I don't need 1,000,000 friends. I don't need 5 houses. I don't need 20 cars. I don't need diamonds and rubies and jewels, and I don't need the best of everything because I think I'm better than everyone. I don't need to go out and spend lots of money on clothes. Who am I trying to impress? I'm trying to impress anybody. All I want to do is I want to be happy, and I want to do things that make me happy. Using this up here makes me happy. Helping people makes me happy. Being around animals and saving animals makes me happy. I don't care about anything else. My house is not the best house in the world. It was built crappy. All right? Every house in this neighborhood was built crappy. I don't know. So we have so many people, their garages don't work, which my garage doesn't work. Microwave doesn't work. Other people are saying their microwaves doesn't work. A lot of them are having trouble with their air conditioner units, which I've had all kinds of trouble with my air conditioner unit. I've put so much money into it. I mean, they put the cheapest material in here. But you know what? I don't care. Because I will slowly fix it. I don't need a big, beautiful mansion. Why do I need it? I'm by myself right now. It's just me and my animals. I like where I am. I like the wild ducks. I like the wild geese that come to visit me. I like the possum every now and then that comes in my backyard. I like where I am. I don't need anything else. That's why I redo my own furniture. That's why I redo my countertops. I mean, you can look right here. Let me show you this. I did this before I made the video. I covered that up. I don't know if you can see it or not. I like it. Okay? That's all I need. I don't need to buy a new china cabinet. That was my dad's. I don't need to buy a new china cabinet. All I need to do was clean it up, fix it up where it looks different, looks new, and that's all I need. I don't need all that stuff. I have a job. I'm happy. I have my Lord and Savior, and I'm happy. People that think you need more than what you need, it doesn't make you happy. You have to find out what makes you happy, and you may be surprised. It's not money. And as far as money, you need to just get over that. You just need to get over that. That is so evil. All this money, that's what tempts these people. It's, remember with the king cake, like I told, it's temptation. Oh, I'll give you lots of money if you do this. And then these people sell their souls. People, all these actors and singers, the reason they get the parts they get is because they sold their soul. If you knew what they did to get these parts, if you knew what they had to do to make these albums, look at Katy Perry. Look at her when she first came out. She was a gospel singer. Now she's talking about eating human flesh. All right? She went from Jesus to eating human flesh. What happened? She wanted to be famous. She wanted to be popular. So she sold her soul. Do you think she's got a demon in her? Oh, hell yeah. Do you think Lady Gaga's got demons in her? Oh, hell yeah. Do you think these people are evil, Jackie? Oh, hell yeah. I do. I do. I don't think those people have a kind bone in their heart. They may, oh, you sing so good. Oh, you're just so blah, blah, blah. That's called acting. Acting. They don't like you. You're nasty. You're gross. You're disgusting. And if they were able to sacrifice your child in a heartbeat, they would. And as soon as you stop worshiping these idols, remember what it says in the Bible, thou shalt not worship false idols. What do they call all these stars? They call them idols. Oh, idolize them. No, I don't idolize them. I don't want that shit. I can sing. I don't care. I want to sing, I'll sing in my car. If someone wants to hear me sing, I'll sing. I have stage fright, but I can sing. Can I act? I can probably act. I took drama. I did pretty good. Do I want to be an actress? No. All right? I have no desire. No desire for that lifestyle. I'm not selling my soul just so I can be on TV. I don't want to be. I don't want to get up on stage and sing to thousands of people. I don't care. Someone wants to hear me sing? Say, fine, Jackie, make a video, sing, okay? I don't have to. I don't have to do all that. I don't need all that. I got what I need, and that's it. And God provides for me, and God can provide for you as soon as you realize it. So I was reading a post yesterday. Someone said, what happens if you won the lottery and you had $1 million? What would you do? And people were posting, I would buy a house next to my daughter in another state, and then I would buy a condo. Okay. Oh, I would buy 100 acres, and then I'd buy this and that. Okay. Do you not see? If you needed it, God would provide it for you. Why do you need 2 homes? How many homes can you live in at one time? How many places can you be at once? You can only be at one place at one time. How many automobiles can you drive? Why would you need a whole bunch of vintage motorcycles? Why? Why? Well, I like them. I collect them. Okay. Fine. That's you. Do you need them? Why you want to spend $1 million on them? Do you realize that people that win the lottery end up going bankrupt? Because they buy stupid stuff. And then they put themselves in a higher tax bracket. And they put themselves in debt. Okay? When you buy 2 or 3 homes, you still got to pay taxes on that. These people go into debt. Look at Willie Nelson. Look at, what was her name? Was it Dottie West? Yes, it was Dottie West. Dottie West, she went into bankruptcy. And Kenny Rogers bought her a car because she didn't have any money. There's so many of them. Who else? Who was another one? There was somebody else. I can't remember. But I mean, there's so many of these people, they just buy things. And the next thing you know, they don't have no money. Was it TLC? Yeah, TLC. They didn't have a lot of money. I mean, you see where I'm going with this stuff? Just because you think this stuff is going to bring you happiness, it's not. I mean, talking about buying a house to be next to your daughter. Well, how long are you going to be there? Why can't you just rent a hotel room? Why can't you just stay with your daughter? Why do you need a house? So you're going to live in your house in this state, but you're going to buy a house in that state. So when you go visit your daughter, you have that house. But yet you got upkeep on that house. You got electricity you got to pay. You got maintenance you got to pay for. You got to have somebody keep the grounds clean. You got your home insurance you got to pay for. And you got your taxes you got to pay for. Then you want to get a condo in another state so you can go over there and stay. There you go again. You got electricity you got to keep up. You got the maintenance you got to keep up. You got your taxes you got to keep up. See what I'm saying? These people don't think. So I put that I would most probably donate a lot of the money. And I would just probably pay off a couple of things, and that would be it. But the house wasn't one of them. There's just no reason. I mean, there's so many things out there. I mean, right now you've got the people in Texas that could use food. I mean, look at their electric bills. You could donate paying some of these electric bills. $10,000 for electricity. Give me a break. You've got good causes like St. Jude's. You've got a lot of people that do wonderful things for animals and children, and I'm not talking about some of these shady things, okay? There's just so many things. Why do you need 2 or 3 houses? That's what I'm saying. You don't even realize what you're saying. You're so beyond awake. It's crazy. You're not even close to being awake. So, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to post those 2 videos. I'm going to post him first, talking about the story, and then I'm going to turn around and post the documentary of the guy who bought the house. He's actually has his own paranormal show. I think it's Ghost Hunters or something. And you may have seen it. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you need to see it again with your eyes open this time. So open your eyes, listen, let this absorb in your brain, and then understand what I'm talking about when I tell you that everything that's going on is bad, but once you get in there and you really peel back the layers and you start looking, then you understand exactly what's going on and what this battle is. Because I'm tired of hearing people saying the Democrats and the Republicans, blah, blah, blah. It's not. It's not. It's God and Satan. And we're stuck in the middle. And you got to pick your side. The line is drawn. You're either on the side of the good and the light and God, or you're on the side of Satan. And it doesn't matter who you voted for as president. You've got to pick what side you're on. And I've been telling you that and telling you that and telling you that for years. You need to pick what side you're on. So hopefully this will wake you up, make you understand what I'm talking about, make you realize that when I tell you there are people walking around that are possessed, you'll be like, Jackie's right. There are people walking around that don't know it. Because this video is going to definitely show you that you can walk around being possessed and not know it. Or walk around carrying some baggage that you may not think that you're carrying. And that might be a lot of your problems why you have so much bad luck. And you need to repent. You need to call out for Jesus. You need to call him out. So we'll do that. I'm off tomorrow, and I'll make another video, and we'll go over some Nassar stuff. We'll go over some Trump stuff. We'll talk about what's kind of going on, what I think is getting ready to happen. But this has to be first. So do this first, and then we'll get into the other stuff tomorrow. Remember, you've got questions. You can leave a question here for me. I'll get back to you. I'm on MeWe, and I'm on Facebook, so you can get me in either spot. But I'm serious, people. And no, I can't save you. You can only be saved by Jesus. So don't ask me what I can do to help save you, because I can't save you. All right? I'm responsible for me. You're responsible for you. You know who you need to go to, because I've already told you. It's Jesus. You better call for him, because you can't call for Jackie. Jackie can't help you on this one. You've got to call for Jesus. And if you realize that this might be something that's going on in your life, you better call for Jesus, and you better get some help and get that stuff out of you. Because I'm telling you, this needs to be done. You need to do it quick, because here very soon, I honestly believe that the White Hats are going to be moving quicker. There's a lot more arrests that have been going on, a lot more stuff's being exposed, and they're getting ready to move. And when it happens, you're going to be shocked everybody's going to be shocked. So watch the videos, and if this pertains to you or somebody that you know, you better call for Jesus. You need to find him. He's there. He's doing this right now. He's there. Because our Lord and Savior, I'm telling you, you've got to go through Jesus before you can get to God. He died for you. He died for your sins. He died for everyone. All right? So quit treating other people badly. Quit making fun of them. Quit being hateful. And that goes to people that voted on the D side of the table. Cut it out. You need to stop it. Because you are probably possessed. There's no reason to be hateful. Not one reason to be hateful. We're all in this together. And if you can't accept that, then you probably have a demon in your heart. And I'm not joking, people. I'm serious. So y'all watch these videos. And I'll probably be up late. I've got to do some mopping and stuff. But I'll be up. Reach out to me. If you got questions or you need something else to see or something, I'll try to help as much as I can, but I can't save you. That I cannot do. So, y'all have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.